What's going on, Guardians? Your boy Sly here, and thanks for checking out another Destiny video. Now, even though the Festival of the Cost has now ended, I kind of miss the decorated tower already. Nonetheless, it's still an exciting week, guys. Iron Banner is on its way today, as well as the debut of Axis Challenge Mode, so there is definitely still stuff here to keep us busy. Alright, so without further delay, let's do the damn thing, guys. It's Tuesday, November 8th, and this is your Rise of Iron Weekly Reset Guide. So, hope everyone had a fantastic weekend and a great Monday. Now, before we start, there will be a hotfix dropped before Iron Banner arrives. It'll be called Patch 2.4.1.1. Now, it's only a small hotfix, so it shouldn't be that big. I'll have patch notes up in my Iron Banner video when Sexy Aphrodite arrives at the temple. So, keep in mind that when hotfixes, patches, updates, and even Iron Banner, some activities might reset again. So like the Nightfall, the King's Fall Challenge, the daily, weekly, playlists, modifiers, all this could be subject to change. Now, it doesn't always happen, but I just wanted to give you guys the heads up. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive in. As usual, we're starting with the Crucible. Our first weekly playlist is Mayhem Rumble, a free-for-all with all the usual Mayhem settings. Definitely a fun time. Second playlist, Freelance 6v6, by far my favorite weekly playlist out of them all. Solo queue only, and it's a mix-up of Control, Clash, and Rift. So, with the last spooky trials done and over with, we're back to normal, and as usual, Elimination is here, saving Osiris a spot until the games resume on Friday, and yes, it will be back to the normal everyday trials this coming Friday. By the way, my guess is that Iron Banner will replace Mayhem Rumble when it activates later on today, so if you really want to play Mayhem Rumble, I'd get on early. Alright, next we're going to go check out the Nightfall, and as usual we have Epic up here, aggressive, severe, hardcore, badass enemies, yeah. Then Berserk, Minions of Darkness won't flinch even after massive damage. Next up, Small Arms, primary weapon damage is favored, then we have fresh troops, enemy squads have been fortified with additional reinforcements, and finally, Match Game. I hate Match Game. Enemy shields are resistant to all unmatched elemental damage. Besides Match Game, guys, this will be fairly easy. Primaries all the way. So high impact pulse rifles or scout rifles will do a great job here. Hand cannons are good for ads, but not really for the boss. And speaking of the boss, let's jump in and see who we're going to take down this week.
Even as you led the assault on the Dreadnought, a powerful Taken war beast fled for the safety of the shrine to Oryx. The would-be Prince Malak works...
Mr. Malik, what's up, my man? Now, it's going to be fairly easy, but guys, watch out for shields. There's going to be a mix-up of just about every kind of elemental shield out there. Mostly solar captains, though. So, guys, have fun with that. Alright, moving along, let's check out the Heroic Strike playlist and its modifiers. Starting us off, we have Epic's little bro. Heroic enemies appear in great numbers and are more aggressive. How cute. Following that, Solar Burn, solar damage from any source is greatly increased, not cute. And then the final two are Specialist, special weapon damage is favored, and then Juggler, no ammo drops for your equipped weapon. Now this should make strikes an absolute breeze this week, except for like the select few, something like Shield Brothers. But the glitch spot in Shield Brothers is an easy way just to get it over with. Sleeper Simulant, Wrath of the Machine sniper rifle in solar or black spindle, or any other high impact sniper that's also solar, will absolutely wreck here. By the way, guys, give a solar fusion rifle a try. It absolutely destroys. Oh yeah, by the way, Gallahorn, that'll be there too if you don't want to use the Sleeper Simulant. But come on, why wouldn't you? Okay, so next up we're going to do a new addition to the weekly reset guide, and that is the Wrath of the Machine challenge mode. Now, unfortunately, the Siege Engine doesn't have a challenge this week, which is hugely disappointing and lame. So that means there are only 2 challenges this time around. We had Vosic last week, and this week, our boy Axis. So good luck, Raiders, and can't wait to see what tricks are up his sleeve, or spider legs, or whatever. Alright guys, well, that wraps us up here in orbit. Next stop, the Iron Temple. So the bridge will open and the Iron Banner will fly at 10 a.m. Pacific, which is 1 p.m. Eastern. Now, like I said, I'll be looking over the inventory when she sets up shop. So make sure you guys keep an eye out for that. Alright, so as you guys can see, the temple is now back to the way it used to be. Rocky and snowy, less candles. Now our first stop here, our boy Shiro and his bounties. So let's take a look. First up, Together We Rise, complete public events in the Plaguelands. Next, Pull the Plug, kill Fallen Mages and Ultras, and then the next two are Archon's Forge bounties. First of which are Archon's Forge Dregs, and the second is Archon Forge Servitors. Now, is it me, or are these two like the exact same as last week? I don't know if they are or not, but it seems that way. Anyway, moving on to the class items, we're going to start with the Manlock first. We have Fellwinter's Iron Bond, close to a max roll here, but not quite. Intellect Strength, 35-33. Next, Yolder's Iron Sash for the Titan at 33-32 Discipline Strength, and then finally for the Hunter, we have the best Iron Banner Cloak ever, the Mantle of Galeon at 33-34 Discipline Strength. Alright, thank you Shiro, a pleasure as always my man, and now we're off to see Little Miss on top of the hill over there, and spoiler alert guys, she has something pretty cool this week. So let's jump into Tyra's inventory and see what goodness the reset has left her. You guys ready to see it? Boom! Take a look at that, y'all. Memory of Fellwinter with all three stats. 38 intellect, up to 172 discipline, and up to 129 strength. That is quite the stat boost, if I do say so myself. Now, personally, I'd rather have my super, but those stats are definitely something else. Alright, so moving on, we have Memory of Scory at 103 strength. When your super is full, nearby allies' supers recharge faster, and our final artifact, the Memory of Perun. Enemy guardians with full supers and all enemies with low health are highlighted. This is 77-77 discipline strength. Alright guys, well that takes care of the temple for now, so let's back up out of here and head on over to the good old tower. As you can see upon landing here, banners are gone, candles are burnt out, and the masks are removed. We're back to the OG tower. You can also see that Eververse's inventory has also changed back into its old self. Emotes, treasures, all of that is back lost to time. By the way, Broom Sparrow is still around, and it can be stored in your vault. Don't know if we'll ever be able to use it again, but who knows. Might as well hang on to it and see what happens. Alright, so our first stop here in the tower is to go see our old buddy Shax. Now, as you might have heard, this month's Iron Banner is back to the good old-fashioned control, and as such, his bounty is control as well. So definitely pick this up, as it's an easy completion while you're doing your Iron Banner bounties. Okay, so taking control, exercise your skill in the control match type. You need to complete 7 matches, 30 advantage kills, 15 captures, and then 1 beeline. And for those that aren't familiar with beeline, let me explain. At the start of every game, you need to immediately run to B without capturing your spawn side control point. Leave that to the other teammates. Instead, head directly to capture point B and capture it first. Upon capturing it, you'll get the beeline medal, and that's how you complete that. Okay, well, thank you, Senor Shax, and now on to the vendors. And guys, I got some good news. One of them is actually accepting spin metal this week. Rejoice! Rejoice, it has happened! So anyway, we're going to start off with New Monarchy, and they are accepting helium filaments. Our joyous group members known as Dead Orbit is accepting Relic Iron, and finally, the Cult of Future Wars is upstairs and swankily accepting spin metal. For all those raiders out there who use the ghost to accumulate a bunch of it, it takes a lot of spin metal to rank up, but hey man, ranking up for free, always worth it. Okay, so let's quickly go over the rest of the reset and then we'll be done, guys. Of course, our next stop, to the reef. First, let's take a look at Petra's bounties. And first up, we have a Take the Wanted bounty, and that is for Urxary, lost to Oryx. Next, Take Them Out, kill 12 consumed or named Fallen, Hive, Cabal, Vex on Venus. And finally, we have Take Them All, which is kill 100 taken. Moving on to Varix and his bounties, we have Impressive Performance, earn points in the Challenge of Elders. Following that, Close Still Counts, use grenades to kill enemies, and finally, we have Shadow Boxer. Use void abilities to kill enemies in the prison or in the challenge. Now, as for the bonus modifier this week, we have Super Kill bonus. Super kills are worth more points. Alright, ladies and gents, our last stop, woo-woo, to the Dreadnought. And as you can see, Oryx is the King's Fall Challenger this week. And moving on to the Tier 3 Court of Oryx boss, we have Mini Crota, my boy Thalnok. Always a fun time taking that dude down. But that's it, y'all. Bounties checked, modifiers looked at, and challenge modes noted. Now that pretty much sums up this week's weekly reset guide. Before I go, guys, one quick thing. Axis challenge mode has been figured out literally minutes after the reset, and it's something you're going to want to bring your own team into rather than trying to LFG it. So during Phase 2, you can charge your entire team's super by standing on one of the back 3 plates when you're empowered. Pretty much you're going to be standing in the same place where the servitors sacrifice themselves. You'll see something pop up. This supercharges your entire team. Only one person needs to do it. However, it can draw you away from your duty of getting ready for teleport. And this is where the challenge actually comes in. So the challenge is to supercharge your team after every teleport. Only one person needs to do this, but you have to be empowered. So it's yet another thing that needs to be called out on who is going to be charging the team. You know, just thought I'd throw that out there, guys, and let you all know that you might want to get your friends on for this one. A well-coordinated team won't even think this is much of a challenge at all, because people do this every day just to get their super back. But if you've never done this before, it will be a little confusing at first. But hang in there, guys. You guys got this, and I'll make sure I'll get a guide up as soon as possible. But that's it for me, ladies and gents. As always, an absolute pleasure, and thank you for watching and for supporting the smaller YouTuber. If you want to keep in touch and up to date on everything Destiny, The Division, or Mass Effect Andromeda, follow me on Twitter at SlyNation, or feel free to join the nation here on YouTube. I'd love to have you with us, and can't wait to see what the future holds. Have a great Iron Banner and a fantastic Axis Challenge. Keep an eye out for more videos coming out of Sly Nation here really soon, but until then, this is your boy Sly. Later, guys.